Alright, I'm Sir Tap Tap, and this is Chasm. I just have to deal with a psycho killer jungle cat, aka Parker, who gets feisty and needs a little bit of attention sometimes. Hi, Parker, yes. You can probably hear him in the other room destroying things. This is Chasm. Hey, son, and TGC Jeff. Oops. Get this preview up so I can see it. Hold on, gotta refresh my thing. That's weird. Okay, now I can see my preview. Anyway, this is Chasm. I'm gonna be starting a new game. I just checked this out the last night. This, I believe this is out already on other stuff, but it just came out on Switch, and I got a review copy from the developer. Dan Adelman, really cool guy, is doing the how do I close games? Oh, okay, here we go. I don't have to do that very often. Dan Adelman's doing PR. He's a pretty cool guy. He also did work for Axiom Verge, a whole bunch of other stuff. He used to be with Nintendo. Made by BitKid, apparently. This is a game that I really love the pixel art style, and I was always kind of like, but it's a roguelike, and I was like, I don't want to play it. But you know, I got a key for it, and I started it out, and it's really good. We're just gonna be tap. I mean, from what I've played, I have not played a lot of it, but you can enter seeds. So if you don't, you know, if you want to play the same game every time, you can just enter the seed from what your last playthrough was. I'm gonna start it on difficulty easy. I have not. It doesn't seem to start with crazy, insano roguelike difficulty, but I just figure I'd rather be safe than sorry, and I'll just start it like that. Hey, making. Barker, would you please calm down? Can you hear him skittering across the entire house? It's a very feisty boy. Yeah, the pixel art, especially the backgrounds, just looks really fantastic. And you'll see very soon this game has a crazy amount of Castlevania inspiration. Particularly Symphony of Night, which I'll admit is the only Castlevania game I've actually beaten. I've played more than just Castlevania. I've played the first one. I've seen Castlevania 2. It does not it does not look like my kind of thing. And I've seen Castlevania 3, which I think is even harder than 1. I did not really enjoy. I don't enjoy the difficulty of the classic Vanias, unfortunately. I think the same kind of thing with like more modern sensibility around difficulty and like saving your progress might be enjoyable, but I just couldn't get too into them. Now, Symphony of Night, on the other hand, is a fantastic game that I really enjoyed. As far as I can tell, this game is a lot more about the Symphony of Night style of stuff, which you'll see very soon. So, story, I don't know how big of a deal story is. It's not usually the biggest deal in Metroidvania stuff, but you're the soldier. You want to become a knight. And you've got some mysterious, you know, suddenly you go and get to do a real mission. Like a big boy, not Ramza. What's the dude's name? What's the main character's name? Wait, no, is it Ramza? The duder in Final Fantasy Tactics. Recently tried out Symphony Night, beat Circle of the Moon. Yeah, I think Circle of the Moon, Rondo of Blood, those are the Igavanias, right? I need to check out some of the Igavanias that are not, you know, Symphony of Night. I'm sure I would enjoy them. I think a bunch of them are on DS for some reason. I don't know if any of those got remakes. I also heard that there's a new port or something of Symphony of Night to, you know, modern consoles, and it doesn't have the classic voice acting. It's got the later ports dialogue, and like for all the jokes people make about the "what is a man" thing, like you gotta have that. That's classic. You can't just get rid of that. The ham is what that game is. The ham. You can't get rid of the ham. Come on, look at this guy just hefting that. Look at that. That is impressive. Lifting with his back there. Like I said, lots of really good pixels in this. Oh, with the 3 Game Boy Advance games, I played Symphony of the Night very late. I played it on the PS3 actually. Actually, I think it was mostly on my PSP, but yeah, that generation. In fact, the first Castlevania game I think I played was Super Castlevania IV. Or is it just Super Cast? I don't remember the exact title. A lot of things had like supers. Big surprise, but a lot of things had super on the title for no reason on Super Nintendo. Well, I mean, that is the reason. But yeah, that was the first game that I played. And I didn't get very far, and I didn't really enjoy it a lot. I could see why people like it, but it just kind of struck me as another one of those kind of too hard, unforgiving SNES platformers. And I had my fill of those as a kid. I think I beat at most half of my SNES library, and I did not. I really didn't enjoy games without the save system like Super Mario World, Yoshi's Island. Even Donkey Kong. Like, Donkey Kong was hard as heck as a kid, but there were checkpoints. There were somewhat reasonable checkpoints. Maru! That's right, Parker. Me! Yes! Hi, Parker. Hi. Okay, sit down at least. Me. But yeah, we got a letter. This wild beast working in the mines. Gotta do some stuff. Look at this guy. His body is ready. I mean, Mediacom, don't do this. Mediacom, don't. Ho, don't. Okay, I think it's passed. Stupid. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, God damn. Is it? Did you do this, Parker? Did you do this? Did you do this? Okay, I'm just gonna lower the bitrate. This game's pixel art anyway, and it's pretty, you know, moderately low motion, so I think it should do all right. Do you understand your orders? No, I don't. Ah. I was hoping it was one of those games that insults you if you say, no, I don't know what you mean. Godspeed recruit, okay. In fact, let me look at this equipment screen. Hand, head, body, accessory 1 and 2. But you'll see very soon. Yeah, I don't care. Hey, Hazy. It's like taking the ham out of a ham sandwich. Exactly. You can't do Symphony of the Night without the ham. I don't like some of the other voices, like the succubus in the dream thing. She's genuinely really bad, and like I could see redoing that scene. But honestly, the what is a man scene, I don't think it's that bad. Like, it's very cheesy and, you know, overacted to a degree that, like, it's like theater overacted. You know, it's like dramatic. All right, so I'm gonna equip this sword, and you're gonna immediately see why this is secretly Symphony of the Night. Look at that. Look at how he swings that sword. It's even got the little trail. It's even got the angle down. It's so Symphony of the Night. The horse graphics. This game does have very good horse graphics. The pixel art in general, like I said, oh, wrong way. Pixel art in general is great. By the way, imagine having to do this, like, to get around work. Jumping 15 feet in the air just to, like, take a step. This is very bad, you know, building design. I'm gonna have a word with their managers. Also, I like the little save rooms. Oh wait, no. The save rooms remind me of the little disc rooms in Symphony of the Night. The reason they were their own rooms is because it tries to kind of hide the disc loading, which it actually did a pretty good job of. Except I think it actually shows like a CD icon, so you can kind of tell why the rooms are like that. But yeah. Wood horse again. Unfortunately, I don't know if we ever get horse to ride, but I don't think it's really that kind of game. Now, speaking of not getting a horse to ride, just making me like run out in the open alone for like days. It seems a little rude, but I guess you got. He's not a knight yet, so maybe he hasn't earned a horse. I want to play as the horse. Someday we'll get horse game. Chasm 2, horse edition. You probably should have brought a jacket, by the way. But, you know. It's going to catch a cold. That's not how colds work. But, I think we just talked about that in an earlier stream. Speaking of colds, semi-related. Got my flu shot today at work. Hopefully, if you're employed, your employer has a flu shot program. If not, you can get them really cheap at a lot of, like, the grocery store here. One of the grocery stores offers pretty cheap flu shots. Just get it. If you actually get the flu, it's going to cost you a lot more time than whatever the price of your flu shot may be. It's going to cost you. So there seems to be these thingers. I don't know exactly how engrossed I am in the story yet. I mostly just hopped in. I was like, all right, I want to see. I like the pixels, but I don't know how the gameplay is going to be. So I just dove in to try to get to the gameplay. There seems to be these collectible thingies. Let's go with atmospheric music. What is that? Now what's that? What is that, chat? Would you like to share with the class? If you mean my work, yeah, flu shots are free for everybody, plus one spouse or dependent. And I think at the grocery store here you can, I forget exactly how much it is. It's not much. But yeah, we got good flu shot programs here. Which is the sort of thing you should have, because the thing about viruses and stuff, it's all about herd immunity. So you getting a flu shot is not really a big deal, but if the majority of the population gets it, it's very unlikely it will even enter a community. It's called herd immunity. It's pretty important in stopping diseases. Especially viruses. Viruses are particularly, well, you can only really make a vaccine against a virus. It's a pretty specific kind of thing. Hey, buddy. Thank the Watchers on Gideon Knight. Yeah, they push the elderly immune peeps here, but not to the majority. Really? Huh. It might be more of an American thing. We, at least around here, it's pretty expected that everyone gets their flu shots and stuff. Because when jerks don't, we get stuff like the measles resurgence, which is, morons. Complete morons. I can't believe that we as a society are really way too nice to people who hate science. This looks like a face, by the way. Just people who are like, oh, well, I don't want to... Ooh. I'm not sure. When I see stuff like this, I'm not sure exactly... I mean, I guess explosives aren't like super mega modern technology, but like I'm never quite sure what exact age we're going on. It looks like medieval stuff, and I guess gunpowder, but not TNT. TNT's I don't remember the exact things. It's a complicated word. There's a reason everybody calls it TNT. Excuse me, sir. Yeah, flu shots are a thing. You kind of need, you know, just getting the elderly immunized is not like, you know, you really should get everybody immunized because that helps, you know, that helps the elderly get covered and stuff too. Hey, capitalist. Also, I like the totally not Zoomers. This game's not ashamed of its influences, and I like that a lot in the game. It actually looks, now that I look more closely, it actually looks kind of like a certain RPG final boss, don't you think? Ooh, that's bad stuff down there. And you gotta break the lamps. This is kind of like Bunny Must Die, where a lot of Metroidvania games, one of the more common complaints about the term Metroidvania is that, where's the Castlevania? And this game, along with Bunny Must Die, definitely has the Vania in there. Trinitro-toluene, yeah. I know that I remember the tri and the nitro. I never remember the last part. I never remember the last T. Oh wait, oh, I think if you read stuff, it goes into your journal. Yeah, what was that? Birth, my eyes, watch. What was this? Magical forces driving the king mad. It's interesting. Speaking of magic, we seem to have a magic meter. I assume that's what the purple one is, or not purple, the blue. Excuse me, sir. By the way, these are allegedly trolls. I figured they were like goblins or like imps or something, but the game calls them trolls. They're the scrawniest trolls I've ever seen, but you know, ow. I guess they're more the like under a bridge troll than the, you know, giant tusks troll. But see, doesn't he look like a baby Lavos? I like that this game has a bestiary that if you kill 8 more to unlock. If you kill a certain amount of a thing, you unlock the bestiary entry. And I love games with a nice bestiary. Drops none. And just like Symphony of the Night, well, let me show you. Not that. No, what am I doing? Bestiary. Oh, you have to find the drops to get them. But just like Symphony of the Night, some enemies will drop their weapons and stuff, and they won't necessarily be good. I always thought that was an interesting aspect in Symphony of the Night, because you can get weapons that are just like complete crap, and so you got to just kind of try things out. Little mango pudding slime thingerinos. Ow! Oh, those drop on you. I always kill those, so I was like, nah, I wasn't sure exactly what harm those were. Ow. Can I get the drill pike? Speaking of games where you can drop weapons from enemies, there's a game called Athena on NES that is, it seems like it could be a really good game, and it's really not. It has this interesting drop mechanic where like you get weapons and armor and stuff, but the problem is, if you touch an item, you immediately automatically equip it and your old thing is lost. And there's not really any way to know what is good and what is bad. So without like a guide, you have no idea what you're picking up, and what's bad, what's good. And progress in the game is kind of... you kind of need the right items. Keep jumping in the poison. You kind of need the right items to do certain things, and it's really ridiculous. There's a good speed run from one of the GDQ events where they explain the badness of the game. It's like you almost had a really cool idea for a game, but without an equipment menu that like shows you the stats, it's like, oh no, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Ooh, what's this? So like I said before, this game is slightly roguelike. The exact areas and stuff have some procedural generation. Ooh, got a little shortcut. I guess I might as well go out and save. Where was the save statue? I don't really seem to be in like, you know, deathly situation, but may as well. I hate people like that, son. Kanye West is being an idiot again. I prefer to call him Uncle Ruckus at this point. He legit said that people are in jail because their dads did not own a business, and it's like, what? Like, what? Not that many people actually own businesses. This is not like a primary thing keeping people out of jail. It's like, oh wow, you aren't worth $100 million. Of course your poor ass is in jail, you filthy bitch. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you by saying that you need a rich daddy, or you're gonna be human garbage. He just hangs out with shit people and has like 2 brain cells. I don't really get why people tolerate him. There's so many good artists that are not morons that you can really find some different music to listen to. I personally was never like, well, you can enjoy the thing without liking the person. It's like, well, but there's so much shit out there. There's so much good shit out there. You can totally, I mean, there's gonna be different thresholds for what people consider bad enough to like boycott or, you know, just not bother with somebody's music. But there's so much stuff out there. Like, why would you waste your time supporting somebody who's just an idiot? Like, a harmful idiot, not just like, you know, kind of stupid. And I guess Kanye for a while was just, you know, harmless kind of idiot, you know. And he's been kind of getting ripped on that forever. Since, you know, the South Park gay fish situation and all that. I found my way through this place much faster my first playthrough, by the way. There's a big ol' bossarino at the end. But I don't know where the end is. I can't get that. I wonder if you can, like, return here to get that? Oh, hello! Actually, I didn't find this in my first playthrough either. I didn't continue. I just kind of found the boss, and I was like, alright, I'm gonna stream this tomorrow. The magical town of Narnia. Oh, magic shop. It's just more horse physics. Buttercup. Stop by and see my shop. Oh, so we found the frickin' shop lady. Alright. Ooh. Token. Oh, I thought that was just like more money, but it's a special token, I guess. Yeah, he's been, you know, he's been problematic of various sorts for a while, and then lately he's just like, ugh. Speaking of dumbass celebrities, I was not really expecting the current turn from, like, Elon Musk. Like, he's been kind of not that cool for a while. Like, originally it was SpaceX, Tesla, you know, like 2006 stuff. Awesome stuff all the time. Lately he's been, like, lying about his stock and, like, got sued by the SEC and had to settle with them. I got a freaking bandana, so I have infinite ammo now. It's not actually a thing in this game, but I wonder, is there option? Can you, like, strobe effect? CRT effect. Oh! Oh, it's got a CRT thing. That's cute. I don't usually play with these, and it'll probably kill the bitrate. I'll play with it just for a little bit so you get what it's like. I like when these things are options instead of, like, required. Ooh, I bet that's an accessory. Oh. Maybe it's just like a thing to sell. A token used in game machines. Huh. Now let's leave the CRT effect for the end of this, for this dungeon. By the way, thankfully, oops. Oh wait, no, I need to go down anyway. Thankfully, you get an auto map in this dungeon, or in this game, rather. Token and grapes. Got some nice wall writings. Excuse me, sir. Getting cold out there. It's gonna be cold for our boat trip. Parker, calm yourself, please. Probably just bring a sweatshirt. Ooh, what's in the box? Ah. There's no way a knife... Wait, what? Oh, I was gonna say, there's no way a knife is better than a sword, but apparently it is. They're probably shorter range. Yeah, oh. Very shorter range. That's a speed boy, though. Oh, come on, you can crawl. You can crawl. Guys, why can't Chasm crawl? Oh, well. You gotta unlock the doggo power to get in there. You hit 40 degrees. I think we're probably in that region. Let's see what it is. Weather.com. Yeah, unfathomable destruction. Weather.com, I mean, there is, like, actual bad weather events going on. But weather.com is always... There's always doom and death and gloom and insanity going on there. I'm sure that's what gets the clicks, but it's still kind of like, I'm here for the weather. Like, I'm here to know if it's safe to walk to Jimmy John's today without getting rained on. Like, I don't need warrior unlocked. What do you mean warrior unlocked? Is that a bestiary? Drill troll. I want his little drill stick. What's warrior unlocked mean? Was it like I guess that was an achievement? I don't know. Set marker. Oh, cool! Yeah, Axiom Verge added a thing where you can set a marker on the map. And that's really nice to have in some of these games. Because sometimes you're like, okay, here's a thing, but I can't get to it yet. And you kind of want to remember it. So that can help a lot. Ow. I think this is a little bit too short. I don't think it one-hit KOs anything that is not otherwise already a one-hit KO. But if he was a horse, he would have been fine. I see some serious horse bias in the chat here. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Wait, did I not go over here? I'm very glad this game has an auto map, because I can't imagine like procedural stuff. Oh. Nice. Little underground trees. Those make that makes no sense, by the way. I love the idea of like underground trees and stuff, but like they're plants. They get the power from the sun. How does that work? But I guess in a game with magic and stuff, ow. I guess in a game with magic and stuff, that's fine. I see some other stuff I didn't get. I'm just gonna switch back to the short sword, honestly. Donk. Alright, I'm kind of getting tired of the CRT effect. I don't just go with those. I like my clean pixels. I like my pixels clean, and I like my voice acting hammy. And Parker likes to run around like a bat on fire. Which are more common than you would think, assuming you live in Hyrule. When did this game come out, by the way? I saw a lot of it, and then I never heard of it launching, and then I just got an email about it coming out on Switch. I'm like, wait, what? Ooh, what's this? Learning scroll. You feel protected. What's a learning scroll? Permanently increases random attribute 1 point. Oh. I don't know what that did. Oh, I think it's attack. I think I got one more attack. That's good. Oh no, now I'm radioactive. That can't be good. Yep, it was attack. Symphony of the Night system was really interesting, but honestly it was a super broken game. Like super unbalanced. It was so easy to become like a god. Like once you got the shield rod, there's like several things. Oh, I see. There's like several things you can do with the shield rod that are really overpowered. I think the Alucard shield is particularly egregious, but like there's some pretty common shields that you could do crazy stuff with. And some things are rare drops, and some things are pretty common or like just in the, just easy to get. Hello, lady. Give me magic knife, huh? Silver ring. View. Spell for magically throwing knives. Unadorned ring. Cap worn by philosophers. I don't have much magic. I feel like I should get this just so I have some kind of ranged thing. It's so weak though. I wonder if that goes up with int, because I mean what else would int mean, right? Attack. Yeah, I'll get magic knife. I was kind of thinking when I unlocked people that it would like open up the things in here. Because like there's treasure chests in here, but I can't get in the doors. But oh well. So I can't go down, so let me use this shortcut here. Portrait of Ruin. Yeah, I should grab a couple of the Castlevania games that I haven't played and play them. Wait, what? Wait, what's this? What's like the best non-Symphony of the Night? Igavania. Hello, friend. Give me your drill spear. Come on. Iron Ingot. Portrait of Ruin is on DS. Yeah, I've got a DS still. I have many DSs. I lost my 3D, or not my 3DS, my regular, my DS Lite. So I just have a regular, I have a fat DS. I have a, oh wow, you're weak. I have, I guess I did put the game on easy. I don't know if that can be changed, and I don't really mind it being a little easy. It's, you know, it's fine. Professor Brusden of the Gildian Academy of Science. Blah blah. King Trell's Caravan. So a lot of stuff seems to be coming back to the king here. Undiscovered tribe. I'll try to leave the text up long enough that you can read it. Sorrow series. And what was with those like Xbox Symphony of the Night game, or not Symphony, those Xbox Castlevanias that are like bad God of War? Like I heard like endless ripping on both of those. But it's still mostly good. Like there was the N64 game that I think was supposed to be pretty bad. Simon's Quest was like kind of really a confusing mess from what I've heard. Back on NES. And then there was the almost everything Japanese kind of screwed up in Gen 7 in my opinion. They kind of all did something or multiple things that were very stupid, and it's unfortunate. And I might have to drop the bitrate again because Mediacom sucks. Hold on. Wait, are we good now? God, I hate Mediacom. They're coming tomorrow to look at stuff, and they're not going to find anything, but... Sigh. Mr. Bat. Mr. Bat, no! See, these Mr. Bats are way harder to deal with than the Mr. Bats, because you don't have the up. You don't have the up strike like in La Mulana 2. That's another Metroidvania I need to get back to. The game was just so hard and so huge. I kind of tapped out for a while. Lords of Shadow, I think that's it, yes. I mean, I heard some people still like them. I mean, some people will like any game. I'm sure they weren't like completely ridiculously terrible. It just seemed like a very odd choice. Oh, I get it. The purple thing. I thought the blue stuff was experience, but no. That's magic because, you know, Castlevania getting the hearts from the things. Wait, what? Did not? Wait. Might? Oh, pff, of course you gotta have this. I never used this very much. Bunny Must Die has this too, and I don't use it a lot. Seeing a lot more streamers complaining about Mediacom. Huh. Monopolies suck, kids. Not to keep pestering you about voting. Not that I would kind of do that anyway, but... Make sure to vote this year, and try to vote for people that think the FCC should actually do their job and not just be, you know, pawns of Verizon. I think I gotta leave. I think maybe I gotta talk to that guy outside of here. I mean, I fought the boss, so maybe I'm done here. I guess that would be a logical conclusion. I probably need things to be able to, you know, morph ball and leave weights, question mark, to get to that one thing. I always loved knocking out 2 enemies in one hit in Symphony tonight. The little fight. That's another thing, the flames I haven't mentioned, but yeah, the flames are a very Symphony of the Night thing. By the way, there's this one thing, does anybody have this? There's this image of like game review magazines from the 90s, like shit talking Castlevania Symphony of the Night and like the PlayStation 1. They're like, wow, look at how beautiful the N64 version of Castlevania is. Meanwhile, on the PlayStation 1, there's this total shit. But let me show you this. Okay. You know, Castlevania 64. I mean, let me find. I hate all the emulator screenshots. You always get emulator screenshots, people running shit at like, you know, 1080p and all this filtering and stuff. That's not what it looked like. Let me find like a proper, like a magazine screenshot. Here we go. Here we go. Obviously, the N64 Master Race has the superior graphics. Meanwhile, on the filthy plebe PlayStation 1, or the plebe Station 1, as I like to call it, you've got some Symphony of the Night, which looks, you know... Parker, what are you doing? I don't know what he's doing. This filthy plebe juice. Look at this 2D. 3D is the only D for me. It's one additional D. Obviously, one of these looks significantly superior, and I don't think we need to say which one. I know somebody posted it in the chat. I couldn't find it when I looked, but there was a magazine complaining about, like, wow, PlayStation 1's terrible. And the funny thing is, Sony actually didn't want to have Symphony of the Night. They were like, no, you got to have 3D stuff. Where's the real graphics? You need real 3D graphics, right? Because, you know, that's real graphics is 3Ds. The whole marketing stuff of the late 90s with the 3D really was terrible. And a lot of people, I saw somebody complaining that an anime game had 2D graphics. And with an anime avatar, I was like, dude, what are you? How do you live? What color is the sky on your planet? Like, do you know what anime is? You clearly like anime, but you don't. I don't think you understand. I don't think you understand life. I just. Sometimes people are amazing in terrible ways. I mean, some people just like the 3Ds, and I mean, I don't think you're a terrible person or whatever, but it's like, it's just so dumb. Seeing really good 2D and being like, nah, I wish this was shitty 3D. I wish there was about 8 polygons here and it looked really, you know. There's like 4 different ways that I can't go. That's so weird for like a first dungeon. There's gotta be, we gotta get something when we go back to town, I guess. Yeah, I still see side effects of that marketing to this day. That 90s 3D or nothing, baby. Meanwhile, the best looking games on the PlayStation 1, some of them were like, you know, Mega Man Legends was kind of like, you know, mixes pixel art with its 3D. And I will say Final Fantasy VIII and Final Fantasy IX and Vagrant, especially, what's it called? Vagrant Odyssey or whatever, look fantastic. In fact, if you want to see how amazingly big graphic differences can occur on a single console, check out the difference between the Hektai monster in Final Fantasy VII versus Final Fantasy IX. It's ridiculous. Where did Mr. Exploration Man go? Meanwhile, look at Jump Force's screenshots. What's Jump Force's? Oh, it's the anime people in realistic 3D? Oh no. I could not stand the, I couldn't stand that one game. Oh. Oh. I kind of hate this. I kind of hate this. It's like, it looks like a mod. It looks like somebody modded, like that looks like the protagonist from like fucking Dead Rising on the left there, but somebody like edited him to have like anime eyes and like a shitty haircut and like just left the body the same way. Like, what is this? What is this? I don't like it. There's been so many good. There's been so many good. Oh, awesome, son, you found it. Yeah, it was on Twitter. Let me show you this.
Nintendo versus Sony. If you ever needed proof the N64's miles ahead of the 32-bit competition, just compare these shots of the new PlayStation version of Castlevania. Whereas the N64 version features fully 3D characters and backgrounds. Fully 3D characters and backgrounds.
Look at, imagine like placing this on a magazine, be like, "Yep, that's the shot, baby. That's the shot that really shows the N64 has what it takes." Meanwhile, in this you know, plebe station over here, well, I mean, you can't really tell, but that's, you know, that's a really cool monster from Symphony of the Night. You can't really tell at this garbage resolution. I'm gonna have nightmares every night from this Vegeta though.
The PlayStation title is a flat 2D platform game where the tiny hero has to fight big cheesy monsters. No comparison, really.
Big cheesy monsters. Guys. Big cheesy monsters. Big cheesy monsters. Fucking big cheesy monsters.
Yeah, I don't want to see this. Get this 2D trash. This low quality 2D garbage. These cheesy monsters. Nobody wants to see that in the video game. What we want this shit. And we want this shit. None of this. Give me this. That's what's good. That's what's good.
God damn it. Who the fuck played Symphony of the Night and was like,
I don't like these big cheesy monsters.
Get out of here. Speaking of getting out of here, where is this dude? What is this? Oh, it's like a heal spring. Guys, I don't know how to leave. My magic shop is now open thanks to you. Okay, I'm unable to end. Blah, blah, blah. Book of Incantations. I see. Book of Incantations, alright. Where did Mr. Hat Guy go? Oh, it was Nintendo. It was official Nintendo magazine. That does... video game... If you think that, like, Polygon and, like, Kotaku stuff is laughable now, video game magazines used to be basically, like, official fanboy, like, propaganda, like, paid directly by the gaming companies. Like, we really, you know, people joke about, you know, the state of gaming journalism now, but it's like, it's miles ahead. There's an amazing set of stuff that there's an amazing I forget if it was Frank Gaddafi that compiled it, but there's a list of contemporary reviews of Earthbound. People hated that game, at least reviewers. Almost none of them thought it was a good game. Everyone complained about the graphics. Everyone complained about the, like, kiddiness and the enemies don't die. There was no blood, and, you know, people were just like, what is this? And obviously Nintendo didn't sell it very well either, but I'm a little bit, is there something I'm missing that I can do, by the way? What are we looking at here? Oh yeah, the Yoshi's Island review is terrible. I've seen that one before. Let me toss this puppy on stream too. I don't know if you can read it. Oh, it's better quality than the other one. Wow. This is a pretty common thing, so...
Most of the sounds are lifted straight from Super Mario World.
That's blatantly false, by the way. Anybody who's played Yoshi's Island for like 10 minutes knows everything is almost completely new.
This game looks like a first-generation Super Nintendo title.
Guys, Yoshi's Island is one of the most technically impressive Super Nintendo games ever. Like, no shit. Like, there was, you know, Star Fox with the Super FX chip. But Yoshi's Island is one of the other very few Super FX chip games. And all of the scaling effects and stuff, like, that's not just Mode 7. Yoshi's Island uses a lot of really unique stuff. At least they gave it the innovation score.
Yoshi's new additions add a lot of value to Nintendo's classic formula.
Why is that? That's a minus though. I don't think they added. I don't think they put that right.
It didn't really need rendered graphics. Just put more time put into it.
I mean, a common complaint I see is that Yoshi's Island is too short, and like I don't think it's actually any shorter than any like prior Mario title. It's just that Yoshi's Island has a checkpoint system that is not like, you know. And you, the other funny thing, like a lot of times you just like zoom right through, like Mario 1, 2, and 3 all have, you know, secret world stuff. Or not secret world, warp pipe stuff. So, has anybody played this game? Does anybody know what I'm doing wrong? Because clearly there is a way to do things that I'm not doing. And I've tried doing like a back... What even is the button? I've tried doing like a backdash in the air, and no, that's not a thing. Yeah, Yoshi's Island has like, it's got 6 unique worlds. It's got, it's no, I don't know the exact stats, but it's not by any means particularly short.
We don't need Final Fantasy on Nintendo. We got Quest 64.
I will defend Quest 64 to some degree, but that is kind of amazing. The only way Yoshi's Island could be considered short is if you just blaze through all the normal levels and try to like not, and like completely ignore all of the 100% stuff, and like, especially the extra levels. The extra levels, well, I guess Mario 2 in Japan is the first like crazy hard Mario thing, but in terms of like a regular difficulty Mario game having like a crazy hard extra thing, Yoshi's Island is kind of the first one. Well, I guess Super Mario World had the extra levels too, but I never considered that very hard. Well, I never thought that like the tubular and like other buzzwords thing in Mario World, I never thought that was nearly as hard as like Poochie Ain't Stupid, which is insanely difficult. Can I like, there's got to be something I'm missing here. You can't get that. Tubular, bro. That was so like 80s of them to do, by the way. Guys, is how do I have to be missing something. Red room. Is there controls that? Okay, what's this thing? I'm just gonna Google it. Chasm mines stuck. Game mechanics. Oh, come on. First steps, blah blah blah. Mines floor 1. Oh wait, this map isn't random. Wait, at least this one. Their map matches mine exactly. special plate you can stand after. It's possible to outrun the flying gate. Hidden path. Wait, what? After fighting with a long vertical room with 3 directions to go in. Some kind of hidden path shit. I don't know if that's what I missed, but... It's so frustrating when you see like 4 different dead ends and they're all required different powers that you obviously do not have. But I guess it's not a Metroidvania if you don't get lost. I shouldn't expect to get lost quite this soon. And I don't think... I assume if it's a secret room, I was not intended to find this first. But it's the first thing I see on the walkthrough that I haven't already done, so I'm just gonna go do it. Oh, come on. I think a thing with Mario games that happens though is that people get overly attached to the first Mario game that comes out for a thing, and people like overly like that compared to the other stuff. Wait. I was told. What? I was told there was a thing. I was told there was a thing here. Hidden path. Maybe this... Oh wait, the rooms are a little different. Last room had the bottom left. It's gotta be one of the other dead-end rooms, I guess. I guess I'll just keep going until I find... Ah, god damn it. Get out of here, Zoomer. This makes me wonder if it's a situation like I'm missing a run button. I always forget the Super Metroid has a run button, because it doesn't need one. It doesn't make sense. But a lot of people don't realize you can run until you get, like, the speed boost or something. But there's that one room. Eh? Is this maybe... No. Maybe there's something in one of the dialogues that I missed? This is the fun thing. The walkthrough I found is like nearly, like not useless, but I tried to follow it, but it's not, you know, it doesn't work because we don't have the same map layout. At least I'm getting lots of money. At least for this part of the game. I don't know if this is actually a lot, but... There's gotta be a thing here somewhere. Gotta pray at the old person statue. Really nice lighting in there. I love games that have a good sense of lighting and palettes. Too often, especially a thing in 3D games, since we're bashing on 3D games nice and hard tonight. Especially out of 3D games, they don't really appreciate the idea of a good palette. Sometimes you gotta reduce your palette stuff. I wonder. No? Sometimes less really is more. Especially with palettes. Give me your drill thing. I want it. I bet the drop rates for the weapons are really low. Not like you really need them. But if I can get the weird drill spike thing, I want it. I wonder if that hole there is like just cosmetic or if it's supposed to be a hint that there is secrets to enter into. Wait, did I not? What was it? Oh, it's a club. Did I not go over here? Oh, because of this. Ugh. Guys, why can't Chasm crawl? Explain it to me. Oh, club is strong. Whoa. Oh, it's slow. Guess that makes sense. At least the weapons work very differently. Oh, another banana. Bandana. Another banana bandana. I like games where the weapons actually feel different. Though that does kind of tend to do the kind of thing that Mulana ended up doing, where the weapons, like, one feels drastically superior. Though once we got the ability to use weapons differently, I guess it was a bit of a different story in Mulana. Oh my god, not the Abyssrium questions. There will be Abyssrium videos when there's literally anything to talk about, which there currently is not. I have well over 80 videos on Abyssrium, so everything is covered. There's gotta be something I missed. Maybe that secret room they're talking about isn't here. Wait, no, but this was where this is where the boss was. Guys, what the hell? There's gotta be something I'm missing here. What? There's a room with a hidden path, but I can't find it. Why would you put a hidden path in a game like this? Is there always a hidden path, or... Is there something in these rooms? I don't understand what is the deal with this room. There's like this thing, and I can't go in it. It's got a pick on it. This, which I can't like blow open. This is where that Earthbound like tip shop thing would really come in handy. What the hell? Okay, let me. Red chest. Next room, red chest, bottom right goes for this walkthrough is way too in-depth and like not helpful because there's so much crap to read, it's not useful. Let's see, what? Step out of the elevator. What elevator? Decorative stand. I really want to enjoy this game, but like something is like screwed up or way too hidden in this area. This is kind of it seems to be a primary example of like why I like manually design things and why that makes a lot more sense for Metroidvania. Like the most successful procedurally generated Metroidvanias that I've seen, there's nothing hidden. It's just like you fight your way through the rooms. Like what was that game? Flint Hook. Flint Hook has no real exploration. You just fight the enemies and then the door opens. So there's no real getting lost. This is kind of wearing out its welcome at this point. I've been in every room at least 3 or 4 times at this point, and there's just nothing apparent to be done. There's apparently a secret that seemingly does not exist in my game, and so this walkthrough I found is useless because that does not seem to exist. I don't understand why he can't crawl. Like Samus, it makes sense. Like, well, kind of. For one thing, you get the morph ball almost immediately every time, and the other thing is like, other than the morph ball, like her armor is really bulky and stuff. It makes kind of sense she wouldn't be able to just like crouch up. At the shrine where you found where it changed color, does that do anything? That just gives you a buff. That's just like a defense buff thing. That's the room where it says there's a secret in this walkthrough, but there sure isn't. I may just, as stupid as it is, I may load up my other save because I just kind of rushed to the boss and fought it. Maybe I can find progress in this. What is this again? Oh, it's the save room. I can't like bash these. Now that I've... No? Alright, if I loop around one more time, I'm just gonna load the other thing. God, get out of my way! Oh, god damn it. I like the careful attention to not make floating platforms. Oh, right, that was just this. Axiom Verge did a really great job. There's always like background assets or something supporting everything. There's no just truly floating platforms. I was really excited for the gameplay of this, but it kind of unfortunately really shows why I don't really think Metroidvania and procedural generation are the best friends. Some games it just doesn't make a lot of sense in. Axiom Verge was fantastic. Everything was totally, you know, hand-touched by the creator. This, a little bit less so. So is Rabby Ribby. I need to stream Rabby Ribby at some point, or just do a playthrough, I guess. Why? Why are you like this game? I didn't like get no. Wait, was that the elevator? Wait, what was the elevator? What do you mean, where? If you mean the cages in those rooms, no, those were trapped NPCs. That's why I hate the chat delay. I kind of have to use it because of the MediaCom business. There's really supposed to be, at least according to the stupid guide, way back, look like 2 little platforms in front of the screen. Which way back? Like this way? I think you might be thinking of that room with the, Yeah, I think you're thinking of the room with the captured NPC. Yeah, you must have been. There's not really anything over here. Huh. What is this level design? It's so weird because it looks like it was very like my map is very close to what's on the guide thing, so it looks like at least for this first one there was very like strict parameters on what to like kind of a level to generate. But what is this? What do I even do? What even? This secret that was found, like, this seems like a really bad secret for Metroidvania. It seems like... Oh, yeah, it's this thing. Okay, if I don't find anything as I enter this last dead end, I'm just gonna load the other save and see if we can leave. And if we don't, I guess that's the end of Chasm. I don't... It's obviously something that I missed, but I don't know if it's like humanly possible to detect or what the deal is. Yeah, if you saw this, no, this is just the cage thing. Okay, so this map is just impossible or something. I don't even know. I do like the loading thing. That reminds me a lot of this thing. A lot of PlayStation 1 games, including Symphony the other night, unsurprisingly, would do a little thing where you would get like this little grid and each little slot had a different icon. But yeah, that kind of I won't sugarcoat it. That sucked. It's locked. Wait, what? Oh, I didn't save after beating the boss, I guess. Oh well. We'll see if this one is actually possible. I don't get what the deal was there. See, some things are preset, like that little shortcut there. And this thing that we can't get past. Unless, no. Yeah. Well, that's a real goddamn downer. This is kind of a reminder of why I don't really play roguelike games. The guy in it, Chris Slate, is that in the Yoshi's Island review? Oh, yeah? Ugh, this room! I'm sorry, these rooms are like standard Metroidvania stuff that's... Oh! I'm sorry, how are you supposed to find that? I mean, it was just an HP plus thing. Not like something required for progression. Maybe that's the secret thing. Oh no, this... Guys, I tried this. I tried this. I tried this. And that genuinely was like a progress thing. What the sh... Hold on. Hold on. I'm almost certain I tried that. Did I not try that? Get out of here. God damn it. That's a dumb secret though. But that secret is in the same place. But I tried that like twice, didn't I? Did I not jump high enough or something? What's going on here? That guy went on to be an editor-in-chief of Nintendo Power? Wow. I have to see this. I have to see this bullshit. Did I somehow not jump high enough, or is this genuinely... This music's gonna drive me completely insane. I don't want to hear it anymore. This game is neat when it's not being insanely frustrating. But I don't know if... Well, even if... Nah, this game kind of hides things in the worst possible way for a Metroidvania, honestly. And it's kind of compounded by being a roguelike. That doesn't... That's no bueno for me. But let me see. Let me see if I just missed it despite trying 3 times, 2 or 3 times to get it. Maybe I genuinely did miss it. Let me see if there's this hole to fall into in this same region. So the HP hole is not in the same spot. It's not here! It's not. It's genuinely not. It's not here. There's no way to. This map is just impossible or something. What the? Even if there is some other wall you have to like hump against that like lets you go in, that sucks. I'm sorry, but that sucks. So that save file is just doomed apparently. That save file is cursed and cannot be used. That's... Why? Can reactivate that shrine and then try the wall. I'm pretty sure that's not it. Because that thing's just a buff. And I'll go do this right now, and I bet... See, what a stupid secret. I always got pissed at Super Metroid for doing that to you. You see, you just go right in. There's nothing... You don't need that thing. I will get that, because it's good to have, but... Oh, wait. I guess it has to recharge or something. But yeah, Super Metroid liked having secrets like that, but they wouldn't really ever be for progress. It would be to like get, you know, a missile upgrade or some crap. You don't use a fake wall for like the real way to go. Was that that was a Cheetahmen, by the way. Nobody can tell me different. That was a Cheetahmen. Slime crystal. Hello, friend. I was probably supposed to level up in the above ground place before going here, but we're just gonna tough it out. Ugh, now we gotta hug every wall. I hated that, and the whole thing where you have to like scan everything in the entire universe with the X-ray visor in Super. It was just like, ugh, this is not fun. That's a Cheetahmen. Look at that, is a Cheetahmen. Oh well. At least I can progress in the game. Now, what's this? See, now if there was a secret in here, I could understand, but there wasn't. See, and the thing about Metroidvania and like secrets like that, what you gotta do is make it a dead end with nothing in it. Because in Metroidvania, there's never a dead end with nothing in it. And if you see something like that, you're like, okay, there's gotta be a secret in here. But I saw, you know, I see the power-up thing, and I'm like, okay, that's the dead end item, and that's all I need to get. And you know, sometimes I would subvert that and place the thing, but it would always be like a super missile at most. I got a pointy boy now. Hey, Gabo. Rock troll. Get out of here, Cheetahmen. Wait, what the? There we go. Well, at least we can continue. That really was frustrating, but I guess we're past it, so whatever. This area is definitely a lot harder. This is on easy, right? Yeah, it is. Just lower level than my other self would have been. See? I just realized that didn't really get me anything, though. I didn't really... Huh. I didn't... That was just kind of optional stuff, wasn't it? Am I missing, like, a jump skill? What? I don't understand then. I'll just continue the save. Because I got the extra HP and I found that hole. So... But, like, what the hell? This is why I like playing games where somebody in the chat has played. You know, oops. Yeah, backseat gaming can be annoying, but when you get stuck, it's really useful to have somebody who's played a thing. And apparently nobody in chat has played this. Would you eat an apple that you just, like, picked off of a troll's corpse? It's probably got, like, troll-transmitted diseases on it. Ugh. I mean, he's only got that little loincloth as far as, like, clothing or pockets, so, I mean... You don't know where that's been. Or maybe you do know where that's been, and that's even worse. Alright, let me read this one this time. Search for King Trell may have been in vain. Blah, blah, blah. Ancient language primitive. Early tribes to the east. I can't wait for this to be something where you gotta, like, walk forward for 10 seconds and then press the Y button and then slowly tap the R2 button to do, like, a super jump or something. I've played way too many games where you gotta do stuff like that. I hope this is not one of them. I mean, Symphony of the Night, there's some weird stuff that I had to look up. I mean, I think, like I said, everybody gets lost in a Metroidvania at least once. I think that was kind of a dumb way to get lost. Yeah. These little platforms, it looks like a little evil face, doesn't it? The little white bit. Is there no way to attack down? I'm just so suspecting there's like some secret button that I'm not doing. Oh well. Like this thing. Am I supposed to be able to get that somehow? See ya. I'll help. Thanks for helping me out. Blah blah blah. Cage. Blah blah. Yeah. We just hug every wall. All right. Is the audio mix all right? By the way, I was doing some tinkering. I thought my voice sounded bad in a recording thing I was watching. I was doing the premiere of the Soundless Mound thing. And then I was like, wait a minute, let me try this in my headphones. And I remember, oh, my speakers are just kind of old and crappy, and my headphones are good, so it was just badness introduced via my, my speakers. My speaker, one of them is dead. I just really need to get new speakers. I got a nice sound bar for the TV, but I don't have anything currently that's good for the desktop. It's like, if I want good sound, I just put it on the headphones anyway. So it's just been so low priority. secret? No. I hate this. I have to hug every wall in the game now. If only it would like at least let me know there was a thing here. Like, I'm fine with that kind of map where it's like, okay, there was an item here. How do I go get it? Like, at least let me know. Oop. I mean, this does show the dots, I guess. I don't think it activates the leather belt. It shows when an item is there, but it doesn't show if you got it. This just frustrates me because I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. Ooh! That's surprisingly good. Okay. Well, I guess it's just one for each stat, but it's still the best item we found so far. Can bounce like a bunny. Defno stream tomorrow, by the way. We're doing company boat trip. And then I gotta come home to a stupid MediaCom meeting. But, hopefully they don't take too long. It has been a while since the last time they poked around and found nothing, though. So, they want to poke around and find nothing again. I hope at some point I unlock some form of faster movement. Just because in general I love that in Metroidvanias, and also I feel... Maybe it's because I've been through this cave like 5 times. But I'm feeling a little bit slow. Oh, so you open the shortcuts if you go... Oh, I see. So this thing opens if I find the shortcut that it leads to. What is this? What is this situation? Let me just open the shortcut real quick. Short fuse. Alright. So how's everybody's week? I guess my week is basically over. I think I have like an hour of work tomorrow and then boat trip. Most of my department isn't making the boat trip though. I think maybe one of us, I mean other than me obviously. One guy, apparently his old place used to go on this boat trip, on the same trip. We usually go on a work barge, but it's been too busy. So we're going on this cruise thing, this old person cruise thing, not joking. I mean, it's not like advertised as like old person cruise adventure, but 80% of the people that aren't us are over the age of 60 or 70. It's all like soft foods that, you know, little old ladies can eat and digest. And there's country music, which I could really do without. That's advertised as a feature. They got some guys with a twangy guitar, but fortunately you can like go up on deck and like not hear the twangy music. Alright, let me read everything this guy says this time. So, ancient paintings, to my astonishment, they were made by undisturbed. Yeah. Sudden disappearance. Sneaked up on me. Just miners were last blasting on the bottom floor. Together we can open the gate at the lower level of the mines. Wait, what do you mean together we can open the gate to the bottom of the mines? What does he mean? What gate? What gate is he talking about? Does he mean that thing, the thing in the three-way? Can he do something with that? I thought I tried that. Yeah, it's been storming a lot here too. Tons of rain, which when your house is leaky like mine is, that sucks. Together we can open the way to the bottom. But how? No, Chief, you gotta... How do I open the goddamn thing? What does he mean to the bottom of the mines? Does he mean that gate that, like, opens? Maybe that? Oh, maybe it's that. Oh. Maybe it is my fault then. I thought he meant that thing. That's the only thing that looks like a gate. Oh, goddamn. Wait, what's he? Wait, I've been in this room. Wait, there's no... I came in here after saving that guy, right? Okay, so it wasn't impossible, but I am almost certain I came in there. That is a nasty rat, by the way. Oh well. Crisis averted, I guess, but huh. I think our storms are done. I think it's supposed to not rain tomorrow, but it's supposed to be chilly. I don't know what we're gonna do with the guy I usually talked to on the last boat trip isn't going to this one, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do because we just talked about games and stuff the whole time, and it was really fun. But I don't know if anybody that I can relate to is going. I'm the youngest person at my job, and as far as I know, most people don't know like games and stuff. And there's a lot of, unfortunately, you know, very conservative older gentlemen, and they're not pleasant to talk to once they get going. And a lot of sports talk, and it's a lot of like, oh. So I was hoping that other program would go. Surprisingly, in the IT department, it's just me and him that play games, and he's the newest one actually. Can I? I mean, there's always a better jump in these kind of games. I don't know when I'll get it though. Things have been pretty crap. Find a nice single old lady to chat to. But what I'm gonna talk to a nice single old lady? Like they probably don't play Zelda. I'll just go to talk up all the old ladies and be like, "Hey baby, you play Zelda?" Oh, Parker is kissing the mic again. Parker, honey, I can't see. I've got lost enough without you, Parker. I don't need your assistance in this particular area today. I'm doing a perfectly good job of getting lost myself, thank you. Getting so much topaz. Don't you throw rocks at me, that's very rude. Now he's blocking chat. Ugh. Chat, be sure to not be interesting for a couple minutes. Parker approves of the plan. Ugh. Red chests. Interesting to know the contents of the red chests are random though, so they may not be like essential items exactly. Been locked into a convo about bad game reviews on Discord. Is that bad? When you say locked, it sounds bad. Which one did this rise? I was assuming it would lift all of them. I guess not. Just this one? Oh, I see how it works. Now we go to this one. I got so many games that I want to like get to and finish up and stuff. And since like people's attention spans, unfortunately, like if a game didn't come out just recently, a lot of people aren't even like interested in it, and I think that's a really crappy attitude to have personally. I really don't care for that, but it's like, is it too late to cover this and stuff? Bad 1000-Year Door review from Game Informer. Yeah, there's a lot of like really fishy stuff going on with the reviews way back when. In fact, there was this company that did like a paid review for Driver 3, I think it was. There was this huge controversy that like nobody remembers. It's like totally forgotten, but like Driver 3 like paid for good reviews, and like there was this review, and they basically paid them and said like, hey, we're gonna have all of these features, and like you can just say this, and you know it's gonna be good. And they released it like in a semi unfinished state or something, and like it was really bad. I don't remember the specifics, but I'm sure you can Google it. But I'd never heard of somebody talk about it until I saw this video on YouTube. Oh, another knife. Useless. Oh yeah, I just played Cave Story. Well, not the other month, but like earlier this year? Or no, last year. I guess at this point. Ugh. Years go by too fast. Please add more days to the year. Yeah, Cave Story is great. It's gotta be... I gotta get some kind of jump thingery now. See, the backgrounds look so good. I'm just getting tired of this cave because, like... Oh my goodness, it's been frustrating. Oh lord. Oh lord, he coming. This looks safe. Oh, I just got Night in the Wood flashbacks. Those are good. That's a good flashback to have. Why is it so deep? Ugh, you! You and your secrets. Why do I need to unlock the ability to crawl? Babies can crawl. Ow. Oh, the lizard or the... Another topaz. This save file is loaded with topaz. The other one only got like one. The Cheetahmen turned green. The Kremling men. Speaking of Kremling, I would love to play as King K. Rool and Isabel, but I'm not going to get Smash 5, I guess. Smash Ultimate. I spent 60 bucks, or I guess 50, because I have Gamers Club unlocked. But I bought Smash Bros. 4 brand new. I think I played it less than 2 hours. I played some of the single player stuff. I played around with Mega Man a bit. I didn't like the customization stuff, and I was just like, I'm gonna go play Bayonetta 2 now, because it's better. Nah, it'd be 5. Though it seems more like probably like 4.5, but I don't. Well, I guess it's hard to say that until it comes out, but it's coming out so soon. Well, I guess not that soon, but yeah. Thank the Watchers. I'm win. But who watches the Watchers? Yep, I got some grit. Can you imagine how like terrible the world would be if things worked like video games and they're like, oh, a bunch of demons are like eating people in our town and there's like this massive network of caves. Could you like send like 500 soldiers? Like, nah, we'll send one guy. His name is Stan. He's a pretty cool guy. He's literally never been in combat before, and we can't afford any weapons for him. And yeah, have fun. Oh, one of these, huh? I don't think it's one of the ones that you can get by just like groping around in the dark. Oop. Smash Ultimate is the name, right? I guess Smash Bros. For me, I should just like rent. It's one of those games I should just rent. Renting just feels so weird of a concept in gaming, though. I mean, you totally can. You can get GameFly and do that. But I just never did that. In fact, like almost the only game that I ever GameFly'd was a game that I should have just like kept and like paid the penalty, because it was that Fire Emblem GameCube game that turned out to be like, I think it cost like $200 or something nuts now. I should have just held on to that one, but I didn't. I guess I just have so much stuff that the idea of renting things, when I have so much other stuff to already play, it's just like, you know what, I'll just play what I got. Even though some games I definitely don't want to spend the full price on, and I don't think we'll ever get really that cheap. Path of Radiance, Radiant Dawn. Were there two? Were there two on GameCube? Oh, you can go down even further, huh? Save point, please? Oh wait, no. There we go. Okay. See, things are getting better, and it was mostly my fault, I guess. I could have sworn I went back to that room, though. Maybe I just didn't go to that room, because I was like, oh, well, there's no way to go there. So I just didn't think of it. I didn't think of that. That was the gate he was talking about. I thought there was just one. I guess I'll get this turban because I get more defense too. I don't really use the magic knife, so yeah. I wonder if since I saved that other dude, if I can go in somewhere. Oh yeah, here it is. It is open. It's got like a typewriter. Oh, he's got a slot machine. EA, this game is now EA approved. Ah, come on. Lost his deck of cards. Okay. I had a bunch more tokens in that other save file, but oh well. I think this has shortcuts. I bet that's like the boss door up there too, by the way. I'm glad I'm getting over my anger at this game for getting lost. Can't believe it didn't go in that room. Whoa, uh-oh, that's not good. Oh no! Hold on. I just saved. So. By the way, that loading screen you just saw, that's because Wii U or Switch games are not cartridges. They're game cards, which is different. They don't have EEPROM, I think it's called, or something. They don't have instant loading, which is the defining feature of carts as they're generally known. And carts are still very expensive relative to alternatives, so yeah. Cartridges are not back and they never will be. What's in here? Ooh, pizza! Pizza. How do we leave now? Wait, this area is big, so I have a feeling that this other area is small. You're only 16? You'll be able to vote soon. But yeah, it sucks knowing about politics and stuff and not being able to contribute. I was pretty frustrated as a kid. Though the stakes weren't nearly as high as they are now, so it wasn't that hard to wait. I wonder. No. See, when I think to look for Smeekrits, there is none to be found. How many times has Uncle Ruckus West deleted his Twitter account, by the way? It's at least 2, but I feel like it's more. I feel it's like a biannual event at this point. Or whichever the... Biennial and biannual. One of them is like once every 2 years, and one of them is twice a year. And a lot of people like to be like, oh, well, it's easy to know, huh? You just gotta use the word right word, haha. But the thing is, like, bi-weekly, that can mean every 2 weeks or twice every week. And there's no, like, alternate word to use for that. It's just stupid. I tend to use them to mean, like, 2 of that period. But it's not really, can't really be that clear. I guess they're just words you shouldn't use, honestly. You should just say every 2 weeks. They're just fancy words that basically mean nothing. And serve no purpose but to be confusing. Calm down, Mr. Bat. Now I get revenge on those things. Get out of here. I'm sorry, they just really don't look like trolls to me. But I guess they're the, like, little shitty under-the-bridge trolls, not, like, big Norse trolls. I really don't recommend watching any clip of Kanye talking. It's just not good for your brain health. Like, Kanye is one of the ones where you just kind of wonder. He's probably supposed to be taking some kind of medication, and you know he hasn't taken that in years. He's probably one of those people that thinks, like, as long as you get enough, like, you know, you sit in the sun long enough, you don't need, you know, you don't need your medication. As long as you don't eat them GMOs. Ugh, I can't believe how anti-science people are. I also can't believe that this thing can move. By the laws of aviation, this platform should not be able to move. The platform doesn't care, it moves anyway. Get out of here. Ow. Got another spear. Do you get, like, any bonus for, like, dual wield? Wait. Oh. You can't dual wield. You can dual wield for no particular reason in Symphony of the Night, but I guess you can only equip a shield in this game, which I don't have. By the way, speaking of the B movie, there's a B movie game. I saw Vinny from Vinesauce play it. There's a B movie on Wii, the Wii movie. And it actually looked like oddly well produced. It was weird. Passed away as minors. It looked boring as hell, but it's like, yeah. There's that Sheikah Eye. I believe this Ulak controlled an army of monstrous minions. Symbols what letters should used to represent Ulak. Oh, I bet that's like the boss symbol. What could have happened to them? Oh, I knew it! I researched the cabin for answers, blah blah blah. Sta Ulak. Great Shadow. Tries only Shaman could initiate such a drastic change, but why? Huh. Yeah, I didn't even start Dragalgy Lost. Its Gashapon rates sound horrible. It doesn't seem like the sort of thing I would enjoy at all. Does Dragalgy Lost have any AAA bollocks? It has a Gashapon rate of like 2%, but the real rate is actually lower because characters and equipment are in the same rate. I knew it! Boss time. Mer. Yeah, I would not recommend checking it out. I think some people asked if I was gonna play it on this channel. I don't remember where, but yeah, I guess that's your answer. No, definitely not. Quit hitting yourself. Whoa. Look, I love the background here. It feels maybe a little Grand Falloon inspired too. Lots of bodies, lots of blood in a big circle. Oop. Oop. Crap. Ooh, Wendigo unlocked. Oh, I think that's just the achievement. I'll take that. Yeah, I think Animal Crossing underperformed because it was pretty generous and you didn't really need to buy. So people didn't, of course, so eh. Ooh, what's this? Notices your ruins. Parker, honey, what are you doing? It sounds like a standard mobbage with like insanely bad rates. Worse than Fate Go is what I heard. And Fate Go is like the industry standard for extremely bad gashapon rates. So. Also, that's a lot of skulls. Imagine the feasibility of getting this many skulls just to use as architecture. Like, goddamn. Like, there's got to be thousands of skulls per screen. Millions. That's... Goddamn, that's a lot of skulls. Do you think they had like a skull railroad to like traffic in skulls from like distant locations? Do you think maybe they just like carve skulls out of like stone to like, they're like, you know what, we need an evil headquarters, but you know, there's not really that many skulls around. There's not really that many people to kill, so you know, I don't think anybody would notice if like the skulls on the bottom weren't real skulls, you know? Hold on, this looks suspicious. It's not suspicious, never mind. Also, no, like...
This area seems to be made out of skulls.
From Mr. Explorer, man. He's just like, yeah, let's just go in here. Seems like a good place to be. Turkey leg! Delicious wall chicken. Bread. Wall bread. Well, pot bread. Ooh. That looks like something that won't give me a curse. Rest against a wall to climb it. Okay, so there is stuff to, like... Okay. Bet that's what those notches were. Do I, like... No... Artifacts, yeah. Okay. So here's our traversal powers. Oh, okay. I see. Oh, it's like an or ledge grab. It's not like a wall climb. I see. So that lets us get up here, and that lets us access some of the treasure chests we missed before. Alright. So I'm definitely getting a better feel for this game. I'm sorry, that brief bit before was kind of like infuriating. Mr. Snack. Still great pixel art. Ow, don't spit at me. It's very rude in most cultures. Ow! These snakes have a lot of health. Over 30 health for a snake. The highest HP of any non-boss we've seen so far. I mean, it is like a new... Oh god. Right. Oh, oh! What are you? Oh, I see. It's sort of like Metroid Lava, where it kind of slows you down. Alright. I probably won't stream too much longer. I want to get a good rest before the boat trip. I don't want to be grumpy. Don't want to be a grumpy boy on the fun boat trip. I might end up grumpy either way if, like, I'm the only person there with any of my interests. Why couldn't I have grown up, like, now, when games are, like, standard stuff? It's got a face now, by the way. And, like, ow. It just feels like if I grew up now, it would be so much easier to find, like, people of similar interests and stuff. You're lucky you haven't been made into one of these skulls. Like, why would they even bother with the cage? Obviously, they don't have a problem with killing people. Unless these are all, like, naturally harvested skulls, which seems really unlikely. I mean, maybe they just collected their own naturally dead skulls for, like, 1,000 years. Like, oh, old man Jenkins died, better put him in the pile. See, that one, I was thinking maybe that one. I still would appreciate some, like... Well, I guess it's kind of like space. You don't see, like, the details on that spot. Maybe that's the hint. I see you. I see your lies. Alright. I can really use a save point. I'm thinking maybe like 2 more save points. You feel protected. I'm thinking like 2 more save points. And then, or maybe like 1 boss. And then we'll call it quits. I guess if just like unnecessary items are hidden in the weird super secret things, it's not too big of a deal. But like in a Metroidvania, like I want to find all the things. It's like one of the primary draws. I guess these guys are even tougher than the snack. I'm kind of low HP. I should probably consider using some of the various health items I've collected so far. What is that? Oh, just something to read. Last days of land. Kingdom was in disarray. King Trials. Stone workers. Taking apart the castle brick by brick and loading the stones onto carts. Huh. Huh. King killed his own duders. That sucks. If you only play video games, you'd think that kings were like super powerful, like superhumans. In reality, they're just like fat old assholes that just have a bunch of other people do everything for them. Like if you engaged in like combat with like King Louis the 39th, like he's just a fat old adulterer. Just like, come on. Okay, I don't want to mess with you on those spikes. Alright. The hell is that? Oh, ew. No, I don't like that. What the hell is that? Oh, that's just fragments of the skull lamp. Oh, come on. Every time I get that level up, a few seconds later, that level up thing flashes on my stream preview. Or not the real stream. And I think like that it's gone buffering or something. Like, oh dang it. Longsword. I've been using this forever. Let's get the longsword. Alright. Ah, back to that good stuff. Oh god. Come on. Don't play me like that. Alright. You gotta be a speedy boy. There we go. I feel like this has got to be leading up to a boss pretty soon, right? A lot of bosses in this game, by the way. At least it seems like so far. Wow. Big place. Is this all connected? Is this... the way the game seemed to work, I was expecting that things would not be like all in a big connected thing. Like I would move on to the next mission or town. But maybe this is just one huge mission thing. And reminder, story-wise, I'm just some random guy that they decided to send off because some villagers had been whining that their stupid mines had gotten dangerous. I'm not supposed to be like finding the ancient undead king and stuff. I'm just Lariat Q asshole. His name's not Larry, but doing some good damage now though. Ow. Whoa, whoa, hey Skeletor, whoa, calm down. You got a freaking boomerang. Who gave Skeletor a boomerang? A jumpy boy. Well. This place is big. Glad I got lost in that first area and not here. Turkey leg. I guess playing Metroidvania games on stream, you should probably like outline of a feather in the dust. This seems like a good room. This definitely doesn't seem like a boss room. With the big old, like, bird Satan in the background. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, a ruby. Yeah, Metroidvanias tend to be games better. Kind of better to play them not for the first time. Unless your viewers just want to see you suffer. Which I guess is a pretty common thing on YouTube and Twitch. Spectre. Get out of here. They look kind of like the Medusas in Symphony Night, but not nearly as annoying. Funny thing about the Medusas, they're so annoying even if they didn't petrify you. They'd be so annoying. Because they float around and they're pretty hard to hit and they knock you out of the air. But they petrify you too. It's like, oh goddamn people. I wonder if there's some dumb secret that requires like falling into the bottom of one of these pits. Some Donkey Kong Country level crap. Love the first Donkey Kong Country, but it could be a little bit. It could be way too picky about its secrets. Great game to play, bad game to 100%. I guess a lot of games are like that though. What's a game that you would say is bad to just do a regular playthrough, but really fun to 100%? Like, that's pretty rare, right? Like, order the shaman to move his people underground. That sounds like that king. The tribe turns attention to the concerns of this temple you see in Skyway. This letter died. Countless generations died in the construction of this temple. You don't say. You don't say. Remains were placed in these catacombs to await the age of darkness where they would rise again. They built this temple, where could it be? Why was it so important? To my astonishment, we covered the laborious tribe. Because I think there's a lot of games kind of like Final Fantasy X. That's a great game, but the extra content almost all sucks, which is such a shame. The sphere grid system is so cool. You would think that extra hard bosses would be really cool, but they're just really, you gotta do really specific things, and it's just, I don't find its mini games and stuff fun at all. And the Dark Aeons and stuff, they're just really. Oh, and more positive news. I've been trying to eat a lot more healthy snacks and stuff, and I found Gray's has a lot of really great stuff. So I got some of their stuff, and I'm kind of like phasing out any kinds of like non-healthy snacks, and trying to cut my habit of getting like Subway or Jimmy John's for lunch at work. So unless I'm like super starved, which I try to avoid, I just get some. You know, something microwavable that's good for you. Valentine, let's see, Drake, blah, blah, blah. This lock is vexing. It looks newer than the most of the catacombs, huh? Oh, yeah. Was that a bad thing? Yeah, it was probably a bad thing. I wonder if that's inspired by the big-ass clock thing. That was so... I had to look up how the clock worked in Symphony of the Night. It works on real time, like, kind of. Oh, is this just to get back up? I don't know if I want to get it back up yet. I'll take that. Hey, Grayson. Oh, come on. Is Grayson the name of that character from that anime thing that your avatar is, or? Because Grayson in the YouTube chat is actually Farmer Lesbian in the Abyssrium subreddit and various other names in my Discord. I always go by the same thing. Is that a white mage? I'm getting some good amount of HP now. I wonder if these guys can drop the boomerangs. Alright. F. Press F to pay respects to the flower. My power with the flower. Ooh. And it's a dope. Antidote recipe? Potion to create recipe antidotes. That probably lets me buy stuff at the store, I'm guessing? These are more of a Mega Man thing than Symphony of the Night or Metroidvania thing. I don't mind a game that takes inspiration from good stuff, though. Thanks for the help, good friend. Oh, this guy's a Dom. He's a local blacksmith. If you need to get pounded, go to Dom. She could help you clear the corridors, better making shoes. What's up, my sharp? It's a cute way of doing a shop in a Metroidvania. You kind of unlock the villagers, kind of, rather literally. And, peruse their wares. I wonder. Nah. How do you get up there then? Doesn't really surprise me. A lot of people on YouTube just love the controversy and stuff. I really wish YouTube, like the whole adpocalypse and stuff, like it basically happened because YouTube didn't want to enforce their own policies. Like almost all of the videos that had to be removed and like demonetized and stuff, like for real, like accurately demonetized, not just like on accident. A lot of that just was always against YouTube's terms of service. It never should have been on the site. And they just did such a bad job of enforcing their own policies. And like now they have this like super expensive AI system in place. It's like that must have been a huge pain to develop, and like it's totally unnecessary if you had just done your jobs. Hi. Yes. This is like the 4th time he interrupted the stream. He's a jumpy boy today. Whoa. Freaking ghost showman. The wheel is for those who like to put it all on the line. Just like life, it doesn't always come up roses. So you spin the wheel of fate. Yes. Good luck. Max speed. Alright, Wheel of Fate. The Wheel of Fate is turning. Max HP plus 2. Got ourselves a winner! Pass will cross paths again. the evil laughter. Interesting. Wow. I wonder if you can remove permanent stats from you. Feel open to learning. Yeah, that's one of these. I assume that gives you more experience. Oh. Well, aren't you ugly? Are you a boss? Mini boss, I guess. Ow. Yeah, he... Bone Devil unlocked. Definitely a little mini boss. Moo. I know that Parker tends to moo instead of meowing sometimes, but I'm still astonished by... Ew. I'm still stunned by people that, like, don't think he's a cat. The most outlandish one that somebody suggested was that he was a fox. I don't exactly know what foxes sound like, but I can't imagine it's much like Parker. Also don't... Is it legal to own a fox? Like, that seems unlikely. Most people need this power up. Very, very true, actually. I never understood people that don't like learning things. Like, there's a lot of problems with how our education system does things. I didn't like my math class and stuff, for example. But, like, just going on Wikipedia and learning real stuff, like, hell yeah. Moo. Moo. Whoa. Gardens. Okay, so this is all one big map then. Okay. This game's pretty good. I did got lost and I got a little bit upset, but I'm glad I stuck with it. Oh man, beautiful pixels. Do you need the belly pets? Yeah, he wants the belly pets. Sibox. They do scream and pee everywhere, apparently. Okay, that's delightful. One of the nicest things about cats is they're just very clean animals. They pee and poop in a box. They clean themselves. They don't, like, do the various gross things that dogs tend to do. Slot his card into the wall. Grossest thing they do, I mean, some cats do puke. I've had some cats that never threw up and some that throw up fairly often. Parker, I think longer hair cats tend to throw up more. Parker does, you know, a couple times a month, I guess. But for whatever reason, I'd rather deal with puke than, like, just pooping, like, on the floor and, like, peeing everywhere. Like, puke is not, like, an intentional, like, I'm just gonna, like, mess things up here. And pee is the worst because of the smell. The pee smell is, like, impossible to get out. We finally worked out the courage to pull the lever drag, and I split up to look for clues. Some frescoes. Oh, we got some pretty pictures here. I guess that's the castle that guy wanted destructed. Oh, there's the king with his little symbol and his face removed. Foxes make snorty noises and squonking sounds. They also smell a lot. Good to know. We saw a fox in our yard once, which is, like, really weird, and it was just, like, chilling with the cats. It didn't, like, neither of them cared. It's like, huh, this cat is weird. It smells funny. Probably training a cat, like, poop in the box and does it. Yeah, cats just naturally want to do that. They just naturally, it's because they like to bury their poop, usually. We did have one cat, some cats want to, like, leave their poop unguarded and they're, like, gross. Alright, so can I push this left? I think I might have messed this up. Yeah. Okay, I gotta redo it. Alright. Okay, this should work. I think either way should work. Yeah. Oh, please don't tell me. No way. Can I, like... Oh, come on. Get up there. Lame. I had a long-haired cat once. I had a long-haired cat once who would not groom himself. Oh, no. Yeah, some cats vary a lot on grooming. A lot of people don't understand that cats vary in personality and stuff in general a lot. Like, there's no one, like, cat behavior. And, what was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? Just cats can be really different, I guess. Oh, and one interesting thing I learned about cats, most cats stop meowing once they stop being kittens. They only meow for humans. And so we adopted a feral once, and he has the most horrible like horrible screech noises instead of meows, because he's not really used to meowing, and he only does it to us humans. It's like, how do you do, fellow humans? Ooh, what is this? Oh, does this go to this thing? Oh, these are the shortcuts between things. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, fast travel is kind of required, in my opinion, in Metroidvanias at this point, unless it's like really... There's lots of like shortcuts that you can get around with. My cats yell at each other. Alright, I think I'm going to end it here, actually. Sorry to be so sudden, but it is getting a little late, and I kind of want to get to bed a little early for boat trip, so I'm good and rested. Haven't got the best sleep this week. I don't know what it is. There must be a truck outside or something. I can't localize the source of it, but there's this low rumbling I hear sometimes, like very often lately. And it's so hard to sleep with that. I need to get a bunch of like earplugs. I got a couple. Like I got a little like sleep mask thing that came with a couple earplugs, and I like immediately lost the earplugs. I need to just get like an industrial set. In fact, I want to bring that up right now. Amazon.com. Gonna get my ass some earbuds. Or not earbuds, ear plugs. Different. You can just get like you can get a thing of 50 plugs for $14. That's a lot of plugs. I think I'm just gonna get that. I got a crap ton of combs once. And like I'll never run out of combs. I bought this thing of like 100 combs. They stuck, but like they work. And if one of them, like some of them are kind of pointy and some of them are just fine. And if one of them is pointy, you just throw it away. It's like, I've got 100 combs and it was $5. Cats meow for us, they think we're big, dumb, deaf kittens. They think of us as big, weird friends. They're not sure what we are, I'm sure. Let's talk to this guy. For a mission. I have some equipment for sale, but can't create anything new. Creatures took his hammer. Oh, so you can like find stuff to like upgrade the shops, basically. That's cool. Can I buy any? 8 more defense. That's not bad. Alright, she lost her book of incantations. Ooh, magic shield. Magic boomerang. Hey, monk's robe. Shield. There's probably a guy that sells potions or something. The Ashgra Ninja is an ultimate smash. Oh no. Ew. Ashgra Ninja is so gross. I don't like it. It's like somebody's creepy fan fiction made into a real thing. I never like when companies do stuff like that. Oh, you're new. Without any recipes. Oh, here we go. Here's the recipe. Made a potion that'll cure poisoning. Okay. Psst. Oh, you have like almost nothing and your potions are crazy expensive. Never mind. So I guess every villager needs a thing to like fully unlock their stuff. Sometimes I think Pokemon embraces its weird elements a bit too much. Like the... what's the thing? What's the furry bait from Gen 7? The pink salamander thing? I hate it. I keep wanting to say Solomonus, but that's an entirely different Pokemon that does not suck. There's like always a furry bait Pokemon every gen. There was Lucario, there's the bunny thing. Not Lopunny, but the one it evolves into. Wait, no. Is it Lopunny? No, Buneary is the small one. Lopunny is the kind of... Yes, Salazzle, that's what. There's always one. And honestly, even worse is that fish with the lips. What's it called? Let me just Google Pokemon fish lips. I'm sure I'll get it. Yeah, this thing, Bruxish. What is this? What is this? Like, I swear somebody. And the shame is this thing has like, it's got a cool gimmick. It's a physical psychic type that is not Mewtwo. I mean, Mewtwo is both, but it's got a cool gimmick gameplay wise, but like, I hate it. I hate it. It's like, hey sailor, you ever get your dick sucked by a fish? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let's get that off screen forever. I hate it. Gallade. No, isn't that Gallade? No, isn't that the middle evolution? Gardevoir is the furry bait one. Which name? The Japanese name is Sir Knight, which does not look. It doesn't really look like a knight. That is horrible. You're welcome. I hate it. Gallade is the physical. Oh right, Gallade is the male, like physical one. I'm sorry, that just must have been somebody's fetish, and it just managed to get past. Some nice Last Supper stuff here, by the way. That just must have been somebody's fetish that got through the authorization. Wait, did I save? I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go save. I forget if I did. I'm gonna go save. That fish, by the way, there's a lot of like moderately hard to get Pokemon that aren't legendary, and people will just trade anything for them. I don't know if this is still the case in like Ultra Moon, Ultra Sun, but you could trade a Bruxish for like anything because you can only get them in one spot, and they were pretty rare. Gardevoir, I mean, it can be both genders, but a lot of Pokemon with clear gender intent are like that anyway. Alright, just gonna make sure I save here. Bruxish is one of the first gens of... It was? Really? I don't remember that. But once I decided a game, I kind of stopped looking for spoilers and stuff, so I knew I was gonna get it. It had been a while. So I just decided I was gonna get it. What hadn't been that long? I got Ultra, I got Omega Ruby and I never played it. Well, I played it the after. Salazzle is a croc. It's a salamander. That's what the Sal is. Oh right, Kirby. There should be more Kirby. I mean, is there gonna be even more waves of DLC, or is this the last one? I really wish they would give us multiplayer. I think that would, you know, calm a lot of people's complaints about the game, and it would also be, it would just be great to be able to play Kirby multiplayer, because like, it's so hard to get multiplayer people locally. Wave 3 will probably be the last one. I think they're supposed to... eventually there's going to be the 3 generals, and I think they're probably going to be one character, kind of like the 3 animal friends and stuff. Well, I'm already getting tired, so good night, everybody. Minicom did not prove too much trouble here. 0.3 frames, 0.3% of frames dropped, though. I had to lower the bitrate, but I don't think you can really tell. This game compresses pretty well. To stick with the time frame for Wave 2, the announcement should be coming sometime this month. That'd be cool. Anyway, good night, everybody. Thanks for watching the stream.